Well, on this very busy election night, we're going to take a moment to share some very sad news with you.
That's right. Well, this afternoon, we learned that our beloved colleague, KCAL News at 10 anchor Chauncy Glover, passed away.
As you might imagine, the news left us all stunned and grieving. All of us going to miss him so much. Chauncy had only been here a year, but he left his mark on this newsroom and the Southern California community.
And thanks for joining us, friends. I'm Chauncy Glover. LA has always had a special place in my heart. I visit here several times a year. Love the weather, love the beach.
Chauncy Glover was more than just a local news anchor. He was a devoted community leader with the heart of doing what it takes to make our communities a better place to live.
In a perfect world, what happens next?
And now this is a perfect segue to our newest member of the KCAL team, Chauncy Glover.
Chauncy joined KCAL News just over a year ago, bringing us inspiring stories, including one about two brothers from South LA who found redemption and a new life through letters in prison.
You didn't even know what an email was.
No, my brother actually taught me how to set up an email, how to manage an email. He taught me a lot about how to use phones, and anything I needed to know, he pretty much brought me up to speed.
Chauncy's love for journalism began at a young age while growing up in the small town of Athens, Alabama.
And I knew it was something I always wanted to do. My dad built me a little anchor desk when I was 5 years old, and every Sunday after church I would do my little newscasts. But I've always been interested in reading and writing and telling stories and keeping people informed. So I knew this was something I wanted to do early on, and it's a passion. And at one point I was like, I get paid to do this? This is pretty cool.
Chauncy's passion for others went outside the newsroom with his foundation, the Chauncy Glover Project.
So blessed to be here in Los Angeles. I'm originally from Alabama, country boy. I just moved here after spending 8 years there in Houston, but it was in Detroit, a story I'll never forget. Breaking news, a young man had robbed a basketball coach, shot him. I watched that young man die on the streets of Detroit, and I was compelled to go back to that high school, and I started the Chauncy Glover Project a few months later, which is a hands-on nonprofit where we mentor young boys of color in the inner city. I am so proud. This has been my life's purpose and work, and to date we've sent more than 350 boys of color to college, and we've mentored more than 1,000, and I'm looking forward to possibly one day bringing it here to Los Angeles, because as I do the research and I talk to the folks out in the community, it is certainly needed.
There's a big need.
Chauncy was a bright light in our newsroom with his big smile and uplifting spirit.
You're the reason why I have to do so much cardio, because I love the sweet potato. I've talked about this. I love the sweet potato pie.
Chauncy's time with us was short, but his impact and effect on our hearts is everlasting.
Well, Chauncy's family shared a statement with us tonight, and we're going to share it with you. We, Sherry and Robert Glover, along with Chauncy's beloved family, are devastated by the unimaginable loss of our beloved Chauncy. He was more than a son and brother. He was a beacon of light in our lives and a true hero to his community. Chauncy's compassion and dedication to helping others, especially through the Chauncy Glover Project, changed countless lives and inspired so many young men to pursue their dreams. His talent, warmth, and vision left an imprint on everyone who knew him, and the world is dimmer without him. While we grieve this profound loss, we are comforted by the outpouring of love and memories shared by those who knew Chauncy as the passionate, gifted soul he was. We kindly ask for privacy as we mourn and honor his incredible legacy. He was taken from us too soon, far too soon, but his impact will be felt forever.
Dani, Dani, you came in with Chauncy at about the same time. So
About a year ago.
you are two youngest members of this team. You're also a young lady of faith, and so was Chauncy. And this is an especially difficult day for us here at KCAL, and I know it is for you. We've been talking all morning long and praying, so just know our hearts are very, very heavy, but you know, it's, go ahead, Dani.
He just had, you guys know, he had this way of making people feel so loved and so special. Like, he walks in the room and you could just feel his heart. And I love when he laughed. You had such a wonderful laugh. And Pat, as you mentioned, he is a man of faith.
Yes.
And I remember he would come over to me and he'd grab my hands and he would just start praying over our city and over our coworkers.
And you called him Chauncey Bear.
I call him Chauncey Bear. Yeah. And he'll always be my Chauncey Bear.
And I think that just goes to show how close we got in such a short period of time.
Yes.
You know, we worked together up here on this anchor desk, you know, Monday through Friday, day in and day out. And
Spend more time.
yeah, sure, we experienced so much together.
Yeah.
And
He loved calling me Auntie Pat.
You did. And I loved sometimes at the end of the 11, we'd be so delirious. Who knows what was going to happen at the end of the show? And we would just be laughing our butts off. And it was,
you know what it
Always
is?
waiting for that little, okay.
Exactly.
What are you going to say?
And when Chauncey laughs, it's not just a laugh, a little, you know, giggle.
Oh, no.
It's, you know, he walks and runs across the room
Yeah, he
laughing,
does.
right?
And it makes
Chauncey.
everybody else
Yes.
laugh around them.
And that's the joy of Chauncy Glover, and he will be missed so much by all of us here at KCAL.